Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at someone successful and thought, why not me? Why do some people soar to the top while others stay stuck, spinning their wheels, dreaming but never doing? My name is Myron Golden, and today I'm here to pull back the curtain on why most people fail, and more importantly, how you can avoid that trap. Failure isn't a mystery, it's a pattern. And if you can spot it, you can break it. So lean in, because I'm about to share the truth that will set you free from the cycle of defeat. Let me hit you with a truth bomb right out of the gate. The comfort zone is where dreams go to die. Most people fail not because they lack talent, resources, or opportunity, but because they're addicted to the cozy, predictable bubble of what's familiar. That warm, fuzzy feeling of staying where it's safe. It's a trap. It's the silent assassin of your potential, whispering, stay here, don't risk it, you're fine where you are. But fine is the enemy of phenomenal. If you want to rise above the ordinary, you've got to break free from the comfort zone with relentless determination. Hook, the life you want is waiting just beyond the edge of what scares you. Will you dare to step into it? Think about it. Every successful person you admire, every entrepreneur, every innovator, every game changer had to make a choice to leave the familiar behind. They didn't wait for the perfect moment, because perfect moments don't exist. They acted in spite of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. The comfort zone is like quicksand. The longer you stay, the deeper you sink. Most people fail because they let the fear of the unknown paralyze them. They say, I'll start my business when I have more money, or I'll pursue that dream when the timing's right. Hook, spoiler alert. Tomorrow's promises are lies you tell yourself to avoid today's hustle. Success doesn't wait for your permission or your readiness. It rewards those who move. So, how do you break free? It starts with a decision, a bold, non-negotiable commitment to act. That first step doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be taken. Sign up for that course you've been eyeing. Make that phone call you've been dreading. Write the first page of that book you've been dreaming about. Action is the antidote to stagnation. Every time you push past discomfort, you're training yourself to win. You're building the muscle of courage, and that muscle grows stronger with every step. Hook. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is bridged by one thing: action. Stop planning, stop overthinking, and start doing. Consider this discomfort is the currency of growth. When you stay comfortable, you're choosing to stay small. When you embrace the awkward, the uncertain, the downright terrifying, you're investing in your future. Take a moment to reflect. What's one thing you've been avoiding because it feels too hard or too risky? That's your starting line. That's where your breakthrough lies. Most people fail because they let fear call the shots. But you're not most people. You're here because you know there's more for you. Hook, the world doesn't reward the timid. It rewards the bold. Step into the arena even if your knees are shaking. This isn't about reckless abandon. It's about calculated courage. You don't need to leap off a cliff without a parachute, but you do need to take consistent, intentional steps outside your comfort zone. Start small if you must, but start. Each action builds momentum, and momentum creates results. The entrepreneur who launched $1 million business started with a single pitch. The author who wrote a bestseller started with a single sentence. The comfort zone is a liar telling you to wait, but success is a doer demanding you move. Hook, every second you hesitate, your dreams slip further away. What are you waiting for? The truth is, breaking free from the comfort zone isn't a one-time event. It's a lifestyle. It's choosing growth over ease, progress over perfection, and action over excuses. You have the power to rewrite your story, but only if you're willing to step into the unknown. The life you're destined for is waiting. Hook. Your future is begging you to show up. Will you answer the call today? Your mind is the command center of your destiny. And if you're not programming it for success, you're setting yourself up for failure. Most people don't fail because they lack talent or opportunity. They fail because their mindset is stuck in neutral, bogged down by doubt, negativity, and self-imposed limits. They tell themselves, I'm not smart enough. I don't have the connections. Or success is for other people. Hook, here's the wake-up call. Your thoughts are either building your empire or burning it down. The difference between where you are and where you want to be starts with what you believe is possible. To break free from failure, you must upgrade your mindset to millions, rewiring your brain to think like a winner. Consider this. Every great achievement in history began as a thought. The skyscrapers, the global businesses, the revolutionary ideas, they all started in someone's mind. But most people let their minds become a breeding ground for excuses and fear. They focus on what's missing instead of what's possible. Hook your mind is a garden. What you plant grows. So why are you sowing seeds of doubt? To upgrade your mindset, you've got to be intentional. Start by feeding your brain with inspiration. Read books by visionaries who've done what you dream of doing. Listen to podcasts that challenge your perspective. Surround yourself with people who push you to level up, not pull you back to average. The power of a millionaire mindset lies in its focus on possibility over problems. When I started my journey, I didn't have a fancy degree or a trust fund, but I had a belief that I was destined for more. That belief fueled my hustle. Most people fail because they let their circumstances define their potential. They see obstacles and give up before they even start. Hook. Stop letting your past write your future. Your current reality is not your final destination. It's just a starting point. Shift your focus to what you can control: your thoughts, your attitude, your vision. Speak life into your dreams daily. Tell yourself, I am capable, I am worthy, I am unstoppable. Upgrading your mindset also means silencing the inner critic, that voice whispering, you'll fail, or you're not enough. It's a liar. Replace it with affirmations that align with your goals. Write down your vision and read it every morning. Visualize your success so vividly it feels real. Hook what you see in your mind, you'll hold in your hand. Start seeing greatness. Neuroscience backs this up. Your brain can't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and reality. By consistently picturing success, you're training your mind to make it happen. Another key to a millionaire mindset is selective association. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your circle is full of complainers, you'll complain. If they're dreamers, you'll dream. Hook your network is your net worth. Choose it wisely. Seek out mentors, join masterminds, or even connect with high achievers online. Their energy will elevate you. When I surrounded myself with people who thought bigger than me, my vision expanded and so did my results. Finally, a millionaire mindset requires relentless optimism. Not blind positivity, but a disciplined belief that every challenge is a chance to grow. Most people fail because they let setbacks define them. You're different. You see problems as puzzles to solve. Hook. The only limit to your success is the story you tell yourself. What's your story going to be? Upgrade your mindset, guard your thoughts, and watch your life transform into something extraordinary. Success isn't about who starts the fastest. It's about who keeps going when the fire fades. Most people fail because they lack the discipline to follow through. They launch with big dreams, New Year's resolutions, business plans, fitness goals. But when the initial excitement wears off, so does their effort. They trade long-term wins for short-term ease, and that's where they lose. Here's the raw truth. Discipline is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. Without it, your goals are just wishes. To avoid the failure trap, you must make discipline your superpower, turning consistent action into the fuel that drives you to greatness. Discipline is about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's showing up when you're tired, pushing forward when you're discouraged, and sticking to the plan when distractions scream for your attention. Most people fail because they let their feelings dictate their actions. They say, I'll work on my dream when I'm motivated. Motivation is a spark, but discipline is the engine. Rely on it. Think of every successful person you admire. Their secret isn't endless inspiration, it's relentless commitment. They built habits that carried them through the tough days, and you can too. So how do you cultivate discipline? Start by defining your why. Your purpose is the anchor that keeps you steady when life gets stormy. Want to build a business, get fit, write a book, ask yourself why it matters. Write it down and keep it where you can see it daily. If your why doesn't make you jump out of bed, it's not big enough. When I started my journey, my why was to create a legacy for my family. That vision pushed me to work late nights and early mornings, even when I felt like quitting. Your why fuels your discipline. Make it personal and powerful. Next, break your goals into small daily actions. Discipline thrives on simplicity. Want to grow $1 million business? Focus on one email, one pitch, one connection today. Want to get in shape? Commit to 20 minutes of movement. Small steps don't just add up. They multiply into massive results. Create a routine and treat it like a non-negotiable appointment. Use tools like calendars, habit trackers, or apps to stay accountable. When you stack small wins, you build momentum, and momentum makes discipline easier over time. Another key is to eliminate distractions. Most people fail because they let notifications, social media, or naysayers derail them. Guard your time like it's gold. Set boundaries, turn off your phone, say no to time wasters, and create a focused environment. Every minute you waste is a minute stolen from your future. Discipline means prioritizing your goals over fleeting pleasures. When I was building my business, I cut out mindless TV and replaced it with reading and strategizing. That choice compounded into results that changed my life. Finally, embrace the grind. Discipline isn't glamorous, it's gritty. It's choosing progress over perfection, effort over excuses. Most people fail because they expect instant results, but success is a marathon, not a sprint. The world celebrates your wins, but your discipline creates them. Own the process. Track your progress to stay motivated. Celebrate small milestones to remind yourself you're moving forward. Discipline is your superpower because it's the one thing you control completely. Make it your habit, and it will make you unstoppable. In a world obsessed with social media highlight reels, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison. And that's where most people stumble. They see someone else's success, shiny cars, big houses, thriving businesses, and feel like they're falling behind. Comparison is a thief, stealing your focus, draining your energy, and derailing your dreams. Why are you running someone else's race when your own lane is calling? Most people fail because they waste time measuring their progress against others instead of building their own path. To avoid this pitfall, you must quit the comparison game and embrace the unique journey you were designed for. Comparison creates a false yardstick. When you scroll through X or Instagram, you're not seeing the full story, just curated snapshots of someone's best moments. You don't see their struggles, their late nights, their failures. Yet most people let these polished images make them feel inadequate. Stop letting someone's chapter 20 make you feel bad about your chapter 2. Your journey is yours alone, shaped by your unique gifts, experiences, and purpose. The moment you start comparing, you shift your focus from creating to envying, and that's a one-way ticket to stagnation. So how do you break free? First, redefine success on your terms. What does winning look like for you? Is it financial freedom, impacting lives, or mastering a craft? Write it down and make it your North Star. If you don't define your own success, you'll chase someone else's version of it. When I started my business, I stopped looking at what others were doing and focused on my vision. That clarity gave me the freedom to build something authentic, and it's what fueled my growth. Your definition of success is your roadmap. Follow it. Next, celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Most people fail because they overlook their own wins while obsessing over someone else's. Did you make a sale, finish a project, or take a bold step? That's worth celebrating. Every step forward is proof you're winning. Don't let comparison blind you to it. Keep a journal of your achievements, big and small. Reflecting on your growth builds confidence and keeps you grounded in your journey. When you focus on your progress, you stop worrying about how you stack up. Another key is to curate your environment. If certain accounts or people trigger comparison, mute them or step away. Instead, surround yourself with inspiration, people who uplift you without making you feel less. Your focus is your fuel. Point it toward what lifts you up. Seek out mentors, communities, or content that align with your goals. When I surrounded myself with purpose-driven people, my perspective shifted from scarcity to abundance, and my results followed. Finally, embrace your uniqueness. You weren't created to be a carbon copy of someone else. Your quirks, your story, your passions, they're your superpower. Most people fail because they try to mimic others instead of amplifying what makes them special. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs the original you. Lean into what sets you apart. That's where your true impact lies. When you stop comparing and start creating from your unique strengths, you unlock a level of success that's authentic and unstoppable. Stay in your lane, keep your eyes on your prize, and watch how far you go. The fear of failure is a silent dream killer, paralyzing most people before they even start. They'd rather stay safe than risk falling short, and that's why they never break through. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's the foundation of it. Every stumble, every rejection, every misstep is a lesson in disguise, waiting to propel you forward. You don't fail when you fall. You fail when you refuse to get back up. Most people let the fear of looking foolish or losing keep them stuck. But to avoid this trap, you must reframe failure as fuel and turn setbacks into stepping stones to greatness. Think about the giants of success. Every one of them has a story of failure. Entrepreneurs, inventors, athletes, they've all faced moments where things didn't go as planned. What sets them apart? They didn't see failure as a dead end. They saw it as feedback. Failure isn't a stop sign. It's a detour to your destiny. When I started my business, I faced countless rejections, but each one taught me how to refine my approach. Those no's were my greatest teachers, sharpening my skills and strengthening my resolve. The same is true for you. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. So, how do you turn failure into fuel? First, shift your perspective. Failure isn't personal, it's part of the process. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Hook, every failure carries a lesson. Will you unpack it or ignore it? Start viewing challenges as experiments. If something doesn't work, analyze it. What went wrong? What can you adjust? This mindset transforms mistakes into opportunities. When I lost a major deal early on, I didn't quit. I studied it, tweaked my strategy, and came back stronger. That's the power of learning over lamenting. Next, take action despite the fear. Most people fail because they let the possibility of failure stop them from trying. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's moving forward in spite of it. The only thing worse than failing is never starting. Take that risk, pitch that idea, launch that project, make that move. Even if it flops, you'll gain insights that move you closer to your goal. Action builds resilience, and resilience turns failures into fuel. Each step you take, even if it's imperfect, proves you're stronger than your doubts. Another key is to normalize failure as part of growth. The world's most successful people don't hide their failures. They embrace them. They know that every miss is a chance to refine their aim. Hook, failure isn't your enemy, it's your coach. Keep a failure journal. Write down what didn't work and why, then brainstorm how to improve. This practice turns setbacks into strategy. When I missed opportunities early in my career, I documented what I learned, and those notes became my playbook for success. Finally, stay relentless. Failure only wins if you give up. Most people fail because they let one defeat define them. You're built for more. Hook, your dreams are worth fighting for. Don't let a stumble steal your victory. Dust yourself off, adjust your approach, and keep moving. Each failure makes you wiser, tougher, and closer to your goal. By embracing failure as fuel, you're not just avoiding the trap of fear, you're building a life of unstoppable progress. Keep learning, keep growing, and watch how failure becomes your greatest ally. Time is the one resource you can never get back, yet most people squander it waiting for the perfect moment. That never comes. They say, I'll start when I have more money, or I'll chase my dreams when life settles down. That hesitation is why they fail. Success doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It rewards those who seize the moment. Hook, the clock is ticking, and every second you delay is a second stolen from your destiny. Your time is now, and to avoid the trap of failure, you must decide, act, and commit to your dreams today, not tomorrow. Every great achievement begins with a single, bold decision to start. The entrepreneurs, artists, and leaders you admire didn't wait for permission or ideal conditions. They saw an opportunity and moved even when the path was unclear. Hook, the difference between dreamers and doers is one word: action. Most people fail because they let excuses like, I'm not ready, or I don't know enough, keep them on the sidelines. But readiness is a myth. You don't need all the answers, you need the courage to take the first step. That step could be researching your idea, reaching out to a mentor, or simply writing down your goals. Whatever it is, do it now. Procrastination is the graveyard of potential. Every time you say later, you're pushing your dreams further out of reach. Hook, tomorrow is a lie you tell yourself to avoid today's work. Think about it a year from now. You'll wish you'd started today. When I began my journey, I didn't have all the resources or knowledge, but I made a choice to act. I started small, reading, networking, taking risks, and those actions compounded into a life I once only dreamed of. Your future self is begging you to start now. What's one thing you can do today to move closer to your goal? Seizing the moment means owning your time. Most people fail because they let distractions, endless scrolling, busy work, or fear steal their focus. Take control by prioritizing your dreams. Hook your time as your greatest asset. Spend it like it matters. Create a schedule that carves out space for your goals. Even 30 minutes a day, consistently invested, can transform your life. Use tools like timers or apps to stay focused. When I committed to daily progress, even in small doses, I saw results faster than I imagined. Your time is finite. Treat it like the treasure it is. Commitment is the glue that holds your actions together. It's not enough to start. You must stay the course. Hook. A dream without commitment is just a wish, and wishes don't build empires. Write down your goals and make them non-negotiable. Share them with someone who'll hold you accountable. When doubts creep in, remind yourself why you started. Your why is your fuel, whether it's providing for your family, leaving a legacy, or proving you can. That purpose will carry you through tough days. Finally, believe in your moment. You were created for a purpose, and that purpose isn't waiting for someday. Hook. The world is starving for your greatness. Why make it wait? Right now, you have everything you need to begin your mind, your will, your time. Make a decision today to stop delaying and start doing. Take one bold step toward your dream and let it spark a chain reaction of progress. Your time is now. Claim it, own it, and build the life you were meant to live.